prostitutes. Interesting, covered in diseases, and you can get lost in them for hours for less than £20. Hi, I'm Oliver Neal, and there are many things in this world that make me happy, like guitar, baby animals, and finding out that your ex-wife has started an OnlyFans and is making absolutely nothing, you worthless cow. So come with me, and we'll find out what made Skyrim so special. Come with me now. Right, see you, little man. Have you subscribed yet? Have you liked and commented? Well, get it done, because I need all that views. Thank you. Would you look at that? Look at this lovely open scenery with mountains and hills and clouds and everything. Reminds me of a game. Oh, I wonder what it could be. Now straight away, you're probably asking yourself, what is he saying? I can't understand his Scottish accent. Skyrim is the best game ever made. If you argue with that, that's fine. Unless you're going, what about Fortnite? If you're saying Fortnite, get the hell off my channel and go and rethink your morals. It's my ex-wife, is it? What's she got to say? What? Oh, very funny. She's taking the kids. She's taking the kids. But don't worry, kids. I have a plan. So, you take the kids, have you? Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to upload all your naked photographs to Facebook and Instagram. Yep. Oh, you're going to upload mine, are you? Well, that's your problem, because I'm way hotter than you anyway. Enjoy your kids, bitch. Where was I? Aye, Skyrim. Right, now, if you don't know, this is a new thing I'm starting, right? I'm doing documentaries. If you don't know, I did a documentary the other day about Xbox versus PlayStation. It was an absolute mess, but hey ho, it got me a few subscribers and reached out. So I'm going to try that again, you see. One thing that I believe that makes Skyrim such a remarkable experience, the soundtrack, the musical score. I have never in my days heard a soundtrack to a game as epic as that in my entire life. But also, one reason why I believe it is the best game ever made is the impact it has had on the gaming community as a whole, as a culture. It's even more recent when you think of the latest God of War game, and you think, oh yeah, it's set in Norse mythology, and you're fighting Draugr and dragons and trolls in the snow, and you're climbing a mountain that looks pretty similar to the throat of the world. Bear in mind, it is like 5 times the size of that mountain, but it's, in terms of the actual design of the mountains, they look pretty similar. I'm not taking anything away from God of War. God of War is a masterpiece, but if you look at that mountain, you look at the throat of the world, you go, from the distance, you go, I wonder where they got that design idea from. Yeah, Skyrim's good in that. I like it. I really like Skyrim. Yes, it's really brilliant. It's really brilliant. And actually, just ignore it. Just ignore it. I know she's texting me. Why are you texting me? I don't love you anymore. You skank. Sake. Oh, mate. Stop fucking texting me. Right. Oh dear. Well, there's been a development. Remember how I said she started an OnlyFans? It's not her photographs on the OnlyFans. She's uploaded my photos. And all this because I was playing Skyrim and I forgot the baby was in the car. But what else made it so good? I'll tell you. You can turn into a freaking werewolf. You can turn into a 7-foot werewolf. And it's brilliant. It's not a shitty Twilight werewolf. It's a proper big 7-foot hulked out, muscly, huge werewolf that can send people flying 20 feet with one punch. But you can also turn into a freaking big giant vampire lord. A big vampire. I'm a werewolf man. I like the werewolves. But I'll tell you one thing, if you play the Dawnguard DLC, I'm talking about DLC, that's another. But if you play the Dawnguard DLC as a werewolf and you fight the vampires as a werewolf, mate, your life will be complete. I think, if I can remember what I'm saying, I don't know. Shit, is it? The other quests, that's it. The other quests. Do you know what's great? See when you're done the main quest line, see when you're finished that, you've got everything else to go and do. You've got the Thieves Guild, the Dark Brotherhood, the college you went home, sort of, that's a bit, yeah. The companions where you can turn into a werewolf, as I've already mentioned. What I believe makes Skyrim such an excellent experience, in my lovely opinion, is not this wind. It's ruining the microphone. My favourite thing in the world is when you're just playing, just doing your own thing, and all of a sudden a dragon swoops over, and then the music comes on, just the heavy drums and the choir, and it really makes you think, that it really builds up. You know, it makes you feel tough as can be, it makes you feel invincible, you know? See that music comes on, a dragon swoops over the music, like that. Mate. That's why it's so great, because yeah, the graphics are a bit dated and all these things, but that theme, just the whole game, everything about it, the freedom, the monsters, fighting dragons with swords and shields. Why has no other game really done that? No other game has attacked that, ever. God of War did it, yeah, but it's still not as free. It's still like a level, you know, you do it once, you do it a few times. It's kind of open world, but it's not really. Whereas Skyrim, you don't know what's coming. You don't know what's coming. Out of nowhere, there could be a bear that comes out. Bears are terrifying. But yeah, and I think as well, the graphics are definitely great. And I think the NPCs, I love the little stories. Like, me and my pals always used to joke in school that you could probably make a soap opera out of Riverwood. You could make a soap opera called Riverwood, and just Sven and Feindahl's love triangle with Camilla Villiers. All that stuff, it's a soap opera. And also, I think everyone fell for everyone that I've ever spoken to, this is my question, how many of you, when you first got Skyrim for the very first time, walked into Riverwood and killed that chicken? You know what chicken I mean. You walk in, instantly there's a little chicken. How many of you, first time, took your sword and for no reason just killed this chicken? And then that's when you learned. Because I think in the first Red Dead, you could do that. You could kill a chicken, kill a wee animal, no one would care, unless it was a dog, I think. But not really. Whereas Skyrim, you kill that chicken, the whole village goes for you and attacks you and tries to kill you. That's how we all learn. That's how we all learned about that system. Attack the chicken, you die. Kill that chicken, you're getting it. The whole village comes out with their swords and hammers and smashes you to bits. And yeah, fantastic stuff. And I think that's why Skyrim's so special, because it has been around for almost 10 years. And it's still at the forefront of marketing and gaming. It's still a major mainstream game, despite it being around for so long. And the modding and everything and all these things have really helped it keep it current. But the sad thing is, the bad thing about Skyrim is that being Bethesda's best ever, biggest project, biggest ever game really, that then harmed, I think, Fallout. Because I think everyone said the same thing. When Fallout 4 came out, it was good. It was definitely good, but it was nowhere near as good as Skyrim. It was nowhere near as good as Skyrim. And then Fallout 76, and then the Elder Scrolls Online, which was great as well, but it still didn't have being an MMO, it didn't have the special, that single player adventure that Skyrim really had. And this is why I'm not actually worried about the Elder Scrolls 6. I'm really looking forward to it, because Bethesda know that they're not in a great place just now. With the last two Fallouts, they kind of know they're struggling. And the reason they're taking so long in Elder Scrolls 6 is they've now know, right, we need to follow up Skyrim. We need to top Skyrim with this. We have to make one better than Skyrim. A game that came out 10 years ago. And they're still going, right, we need to make it better. We need to top Skyrim. Which is going to be tough. Because how do you top how do you top it? They're the only ones that can really do it. Because I think so many games out there will not nearly have the lifespan. Grand Theft Auto was the only one, but even then, that was 2 years. That came out 2 years after Skyrim did. You know what I mean? People are still already desperate for a new one, and it's like where Skyrim still is in the same boat. But it's still 2 years before GTA 5. But that's what I think. I genuinely believe Skyrim is super special. Such a special game. Like, the amount of all the DLCs, like Mirak, the Dragonborn DLC with Solstheim, which to me, Solstheim reminds me of Skull Island from King Kong. It so reminds me of Skull Island from King Kong. You arrive at the village, and it's like a native village, and there's a wall keeping everything out. Yeah, and then the rest of it's like, and you can climb up to the top of the mountain, and when you get to the top of the mountain, you can see the village, and you can see the wall in the distance, which is very reminiscent of Skull Island and the original King Kong and Peter Jackson's one. So I wonder. But yeah, I think it's miraculous, and I don't think we're gonna have a game like that in a very long time. The only one is the Elder Scrolls 6. That's the only one that if they have to nail it, and they know this, they know it. That's why they're taking so long. That's why you're hearing nothing about it, because they're in the dark. Whatever they're building, they know that the last two Fallouts didn't go as well as they wanted. They know this, and they know Skyrim was a massive success. So there's a lot of pressure riding on the Elder Scrolls 6. A lot of hype. It's their chance to create something. You know, basically, the last two Fallouts failing could impact the Elder Scrolls 6. If the last two Fallouts didn't fail as hard, or weren't seen as, or were seen as equally as good as Skyrim, then Elder Scrolls 6 might not have been as good. Bethesda know they need to up it massively to get the sales and to be recognised as a top company again. And I think they're building up this super game as the Elder Scrolls 6. And I'm really excited. But until then, we've still got Skyrim. Got all these new games coming that looks like Skyrim. And yeah. So, ta very much for chilling with me in this documentary. I hope you've enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel, links down below. Fantastic. And yeah, hopefully I'll see how this does, and I'll see you in a bit. I'm doing a Crash Bandicoot one next. I think that's going to be excellent. But yeah, enjoy it. Have a nice day. Bye.